Binge Pipe's menu screen offers everything you need to start a trivia game. Binge Pipe is the only streaming service to determine that people really needed to hear a voice talking to them all the time when they first interacted with the user interface. And we refuse to course correct on that decision.
I'm a mom.
I'm a millennial.
I'm really into movies where people eat takeout food. I don't even care what the movie's about. I just feel good when I watch those scenes.
We are Binge Pipe!
You're not ready for all this new Binge Pipe content, but check out these shows anyway, you risk taker.
I've never told anyone that before. Not even my mom, because I feel so close to you, Jennifer.
My name is Kendall.
Whoopsie-doodle.
Hey guys, what's up? So if you saw my last vid, then you know I took a photo of myself every day for a year. Thanks for all the positive feedback. It was a really fun project, and I learned something about myself while doing it. It turns out I'm a narcissist.
Objection! Your Honor, this witness is clearly just a tugboat in a trench coat.
I know you're disappointed, Toby, but just because we found out Grandpa is evil doesn't mean the whole summer has to be ruined.
Step 1. Go to the web address shown here. Step 2. Enter the room code you see on the screen. Step 3. Think of a hilarious nickname. Step 4. You can think of a better name than that. Step 5. Never mind, just settle.
Detective Arlo here. What happened?
This couple was murdered in their home and dismembered in the backyard.
Have we identified them?
June and Dan Carter.
Excuse me, I couldn't help but overhear. I'm June Carter.
Yeah, and I'm Dan. We're alive.
What miserable sicko could do something like this?
No one. No one did this. We're totally fine.
You can't make this vile stuff up.
You did. You made it up. We're both alive.
We'll let the court of public opinion decide that, lady. Tag 'em and bag 'em, boys.
Hello, I'm Austin Creed. Don't miss my new show, Hat Chat, right here on Binge Pipe. I travel all around the world, meeting people with incredible stories and talking about hats. Here's a clip.
When we adopted a tiger, we knew life would never be the same.
A lot of folks, my family, her family, tried to talk us out of it, but we took one look at him and said, he's coming home with us.
Right. And would you mind telling me a bit about the hat?
What hat?
Over there, next to the tiger.
Oh, that's just an old straw hat. I think it was my grandfather's.
Looks like a boater hat.
I guess.
Remarkable. That's next week on Hat Chat, only on Binge Pipe.
We're waiting for players to join, so there is still time to change shirts. Not that we can see you in that terrible shirt.
Binge Pipe provides the quality content my friends and family needs for entertainment. But what about my physical nourishment?
Sounds like you need to try Binge Pipe carrots.
Come again?
Binge Pipe farms create human consumables using the latest data technology. Instead of water and sunlight, the crops are fed your personal information to create produce that's produced specifically for their target audience.
Wow, it tastes like nostalgia and self-importance.
That's the personalized touch and the glyphosate.
I don't know what could be better than these Binge Pipe vegetables.
They also make cake.
Oh, let's eat that instead.
Our algorithm assures us you'll love this Binge Pipe content.
Got a date right after work, and you find yourself a little worried about what's going on down there? Well, Maybe you shouldn't have let that family of possums move in.
This is a very interesting wine because if you look at the label, you can see the cause and date of your death.
I love the relish that is coming through in this buttercream frosting, but I'm not tasting enough hot dog in the cupcake itself. I've made a lot of money in my life, and I've made it all in the last 24 hours. I can show you how.
You can play as an audience member and have an impact on the game, like someone who objects at a wedding.
Welcome back to Right or Wag, the only game show where the contestants are dogs. For $500, who is a good boy? Bixby. Correct. Okay, once again, that bell is making our contestants think someone's at the door, so we'll take a short break. All right, down.
Truffles and tea cakes, tickles and truffs, they are equivalent treats. If you asked me to choose, I'd say, oh, that's a muse, because they are precisely equal to me.
Sorry, what was the question?
This is taking longer than expected. Just kidding. We prepare for everything. Everything. Binge Pipe offers a new service where we explain to your mom what happened in the part of the show she was watching after she fell asleep.
So who is he?
Her son.
Oh, wait, what now?
What do you remember?
I remember a party. For the one guy?
That's her son.
Is he the handsome one?
Yes.
With the beard?
No, wait, no.
I'm confused.
Binge Pipe. We're patient. Binge Pipe content is like glitter. You'll never be rid of it. Here's more.
13 men and women, all living in one house, where they're forced to watch season 5 of The Bachelor, but while wearing headphones, so we don't have to get the rights to that show.
I can't believe Jake tried to...
Haven't gotten that far yet.
Oh, sorry. Can you pass the chips?
The Bachelor Season 5, Watching House Season 2, only on Binge Pipe.
Truffles and tea cakes and truffles. I love them exactly the same. If you asked me to pick, I'd say that's a trick because I love them exactly the same. Oh!
Binge Pipe is a streaming service that will not steal your pets. We're not saying other streaming services will, but we're the only one that's promised we won't.
The walls! They're bleeding!
Oh my god! The microwave screen just told me the time and date of my death!
You know, Coop, I thought my wall thing was pretty scary. You didn't have to one-up me.
Now streaming, an original horror film about a couple who moves into a haunted house way too early in their relationship.
We should leave. Unless you don't want to.
No, we'll do whatever you want to do.
Well, I want you to make a decision.
Whoa. Hold on. I picked dinner last night.
Their lack of communication is downright scary.
I need to get out of here. I'm going to my book club.
I'll go with you.
Leave. Leave room for your own interests.
But Alice's friends love me.
Maybe...
BingePipe continues to stick with its commitment to present You Don't Know Jack. BingePipe. Original content, unoriginal premises.
Hey, Cookie Masterson here, and everything I say is improvised. End of written intro. What a friendly group of people, and one person playing this game against their will. You all know who it is. All right, here we go.
Time for question 1.
First on the docket, I suspect foul play. I've started getting into that show Riverdale, or as I like to call it, Steamy Archie. For our older players, yes, it's a teen drama based on the Archie comics, and no, I'm not making that up. Imagine a shocking episode of Riverdale that reveals Jason Blossom's murderer to be an Ithia Americana mallard. This means the culprit was a redhead, a blonde, a brunette, or a jughead. Let's see how that shook out. This was a tough choice. Now you know how Archie feels. Science has yet to properly classify the jughead. Let's save ourselves some time. Ithia americana is a species of duck named the redhead. It's known for its, wait for it, bright red head. I know, right? I should check Urban Dictionary to make sure Steamy Archie doesn't already mean something. No, forget it. I'm probably better off not knowing.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Take a good look at You Can't Curse in Heaven. If Kristen Bell's character from the sitcom The Good Place read the Pulitzer Prize-winning novel The Good Earth, how would she likely describe it? It's about forking Chinese farmers. It's some bullshit set on a rocket ship. It follows an ash hole through the American Revolution. Or the French Ghost is a total bench. What'd you guys pick? Pearl S. Buck's The Good Earth has the word Earth in the title, which totally made you guess it's some kind of space book. It's not. Well, nobody got this one, so let's just move on with our lives. Pearl S. Buck's 1931 novel, The Good Earth, takes place in turn-of-the-century China.
Why don't we do it with 3?
Try this on for size. Avenue Q and A, and it's a dis or dat. I'm going to read off 7 things, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a song from the musical Avenue Q or a tweet from celebrity Gary Busey. Don't think too hard. I'm only giving you a few seconds to decide between Avenue Q or Gary Busey. And you're all doing this together, so look alive. All set? Here we go. I'm not wearing underwear today. Compliment someone and they'll shut up. Not every F word is the F word. The internet is for porn. Everyone's a little bit racist. I just made spaghetti for the first time. Things are in season for a reason. It took real teamwork to be this bad, but you geniuses, you really boned up that dis or dat.
BingePipe would like to improve your player experience.
Looks like it's screw time.
That's right, Cookie. Use the screw to make answering a question harder for all the other players. The results may surprise you, and you'll receive a bonus for each player who chooses incorrectly.
Yeah, thanks for that.
You're welcome, devoted customer.
I don't need you anymore.
Coming up next, Sugar Rush the Stage. If each of the Dixie Chicks ate 60 pixie sticks, how many pixie sticks did the Dixie Chicks eat? 120 pixie sticks, 180 pixie sticks, 240 pixie sticks, or 400 pixie sticks? Okay, let's take a look. That's correct, for a totally different question. There are 3 people in the Dixie Chicks, and 3 times 60 is 180. That's too much sugar for me, but ladies, you do whatever it takes to write that beautiful music. This one's known as Lord of the Lies. I don't know about you, but at the end of a long, stressful day, I like to unwind by watching a reality show where the people yell over one another. Well, if the cast of Vanderpump Rules enacted the same rules as the petulant children in Lord of the Flies, who would have the right to hold the floor? An angry Kristen holding a coconut, a furious Lauren holding a starfish, an irate Jax holding a conch shell, or an enraged Lisa holding a machete? Hope you like what you picked. No, but I think I remember that episode. In William Golding's classic Lord of the Flies, the person holding the conch shell had the right to speak during meetings. And if you've read the book, you know that it culminates in a very tense fundraising gala. That's it for round 1. Here's who's going to live the longest. I mean, current score rankings.
Currently, player 5 is in the lead. And on the other end of the spectrum, these players are negatively affecting our averages. So here come the screws.
Round 2 screws have crazier effects. Plus, they earn you a bigger bonus for each player that gets the question wrong. So don't be shy about using them. The rest of you better answer quick or you'll end up screwed. Oh, and by the way, all the cash in round 2 is doubled, in case you care about things like that.
You can take that to the bank.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Oh, here's a good one. Troublemaker. While ascending the chromatic scale, which creepy note does G always find following right behind him? The loathsome H, the eerie F sharp, the harrowing A. Well, what do you know? Yeah, player 6 just screwed everybody. Get ready to stand on your head. And how do we do? The note G is directly preceded by an F sharp. F's also haunted me throughout my academic career. Excellent screwing, player 6. Here's your extra cash.
J'ai mangé tous les œufs. 7.
Next, this pizza place is under new management. And hey, stress cut with Mimesore.
It's time for a
delicious film.
Think fast on this one. The longer you take, the less cash you make. Okay, head in the game. Look at the gibberish phrase and tell me what common phrase it rhymes with. Fascists who crashes crust you trust. And don't worry about that punctuation. It's the circle of life. But it's more about death. to dirt. Let's take a look. Player 1. Oh yeah, I guess that's it. Well, at least one of you didn't fall asleep. Let's get on with it, shall we?
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of age.
Behold, octopus, coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein?
Octopus, coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein. The doctor, that is.
Tag.
Sometimes referred to as Gan. Octopus, coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein? So who got it? Let's call this a teaching moment. Look, nobody knew it, so let's skip the formalities. Little Prince George calls his grandmother Gan. No, it's probably more like,
Gan, have some candy for Georgie?
You know, 'cause he's English.
Na 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 na.
Up next, I'm very angry. I love competitive baking shows because they combine high stakes, white-knuckled tension with pie. So picture this. Imagine Great British Baking Show judge Mary Berry, mad with power, demands contestants prepare only berry-based desserts. Which of these would Mary bellow?
More trifle, worm. Bring me that tiramisu. Your macaroons are mine.
Or,
another millefeuille, peasant.
I love this part. Tiramisu is made from ladyfingers, sugar, eggs, and the lightest dusting of shame. I hate to lead you on. None of you got it. The classic trifle is made from custard, a layer of sponge cake, and the all-important layer of berries. Make sure the sponge cake is soaked in brandy, unless the brandy's gone because some old English lady's been yelling at you all day in a tent. Here's one for you. Singles night at the watering hole. Picture it. A suitor with an impressive neck beard decides to go full alpha and approach the fastest mammal at the bar. He tips his fedora and says, "M'lady, m'lion, m'llama, or m'leopard seal." Okay, what'd you pick? Seals swim at an impressive rate, but not enough to seal the deal. Alpaca it in and go home. Look, nobody got it. Let's skip to the end. Lions have been clocked running 50 miles per hour in short sprints. Sorry, animals, it's closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't graze here. It's time for the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device. The faster you pick a right answer, the more cash you make. And more than one answer can be right. But each time you're wrong, I'm taking some cash away. And don't forget, it's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Party people. Check out these famous parties and tell us who is in attendance. Good luck. Player 5's got it! Nice work, Player 5. Next round's on you. I'll have a Cosmo. No, wait, make that an Appletini. No, wait, Grasshopper. Get me a Grasshopper. Oh, no, wait.
You don't know Jack!
Here at BingePipe, we realize that streaming services come and go, sometimes in the blink of an eye. So we're just trying our best to keep it together. Put on a brave face and hope that the cracks don't show.
I had a great time on our date tonight.
You want to come inside and watch something?
I know what that means.
I've got BingePipe.
The only streaming service better than casual sex?
The very same.
BingePipe not only streams the highest quality programming other services passed on, but we also create original content based around our users' most frequent search terms. Please enjoy the following.
Ba-do-do, just cleaning out my fingernails. Ba-do.
Introducing America's Secret Singers.
Sandwich. I got a pastrami sandwich.
A singing competition show composed entirely of videos of people who didn't know their webcams were on.
Where's the stamps? Ba-dum-bum-bum. My bills are overdue.
The singer with the most online votes will receive $10,000, and they'll never know why.
My arms are so hairy. My arms are so hairy. My arms are so hairy. But my legs are smooth.
Special Agent Benson is used to working under pressure.
2 minutes and counting, Benson.
Piece of cake. Let's rock and roll.
But he's about to face his greatest challenge.
No, I was afraid of that.
What's wrong?
Autofill is using my old address. Looks like I'll have to enter this manually.
Find out what happens when the world's best agent tries to order concert tickets.
Is the stop sign technically in the square?
10 seconds.
It looks like there's a sliver of the sign in this.
7.
It's too hard to tell.
5. 4.
That square's gotta count,
3,
right? Right?
2, 1.
Gulp.
Ryan Hannigan stars in The Checkout, streaming now exclusively on BingePipe.
To play, simply go to the website on your screen and type in the room code. If you can't read the room code, you are a robot and have just been outed in front of all your human friends.
Okay, welcome back to Talkin' Mystery Mountain. I'm joined as always by my panel. Guys, wow, how about that episode? After facing some criticism that the show has lost its way and that the writers created too big of a puzzle to solve, they respond in a big way.
Just when you think this show is beyond repair, we're rewarded with that bombshell. I'm still in shock that Michael is a shape-shifting alien who can time travel.
Yeah, that really tied up a lot of the loose ends in a totally organic way.
Looking at social media, the episode is getting a lot of positive feedback, but there are some detractors out there. Staceface17 says, "This is how they kill off Jennifer? Are you kidding me? # lame plot device." Before we jump into this comment, I believe we have the clip she's referring to. Roll it.
I know Michael is a shape-shifting alien who can time travel, but that still doesn't explain how I ended up on this mountain. We've had 0 contact, so I want to know, how did I get here?
I have to agree a little bit with her. I did think that lightning bolt scene was a little odd.
Especially since it happened deep inside a cave.
Okay, did they maybe kill off too many characters in a sudden lightning bolt? Sure, but I think we're losing the point here. So we did some digging, and Kara, the guy you've been talking to online, isn't who he says he is.
Oh no, did I get catfished?
Well, in this case it was more than one person doing it, so we call it getting groupered.
It was a whole group?
And they did it on purpose.
That one's not a fish.
Looks like someone went to school.
I'm done here.
It sure is taking a long time to start this game, but Binge Pipe has time. We have all the time in the world.
Apple, fork,
Highway,
telephone, democracy.
binge pipe. We are just another thing. Don't worry about it.
Check out this great content streaming soon to Binge Pipe.
Hello, listeners. If you love podcasts, you'll love our new show. We collect clips of everybody's favorite part of podcasting, apologizing for the quality of the podcast. Please enjoy every excuse, justification, and admission of laziness.
Welcome to the Great Ping Pong Debate. I want to apologize for the echo. We're not in our usual studio.
This is Real Bears or Niels Bohr, and you'll have to forgive me as I'm fighting cold this week.
I'm not going to lie to you, listeners. This is my least favorite Australian serial killer. But we said we'd create dating profiles for them all, so...
As you can tell, my neighbor's dog is very excited to list all the episodes of Pushing Daisies from most to least charming, and...
Join us, won't you? It'll be a good time, and we promise the clips won't sound so poorly spliced together once we get used to the software.
Susan, you are cold and unrelatable, and no one likes your peanut noodle salad.
But I always make that.
And everyone hates you for it.
Binge Pipe regrettably informs you that we brought back You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe. Corporations are people too.
Hi, I'm Cookie. I'll be doing the parts of the game everyone talks over. There's some really funny parts in there, by the way. I'm just saying, I mean, you can do whatever you want. Looks like a good group. Be careful not to have too much fun, or you might coalesce into a makeshift family that's really there for each other in times of trouble. What do you say, shall we?
Time for question 1.
To get started, WWEIEIO. Kids love professional wrestling about as much as professional wrestlers love doing things other than professional wrestling. Based on his well-known catchphrase taunt, what would most likely be John Cena's favorite childhood game? Duck Duck Goose, Peekaboo, London Bridge is Falling Down, or Patty Cake? Let's see who got it. John Cena is well known for saying, "You can't see me," which is also the name of his first studio album. I know that because I bought a Cena album thinking it was a Sia album, and I gotta say, I have zero regrets.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
And now, you up on your geography? Which of these would be an example of sliding into someone's DMZ? Hey, Nicaragua, checking out your border with Honduras. Hi, Ireland, visiting your border with Northern Ireland. What's up, India? Hanging out on your border with Nepal. Or South Korea, just passing through your border with North Korea. Who picked what? The border between North and South Korea is a well-known DMZ, or demilitarized zone. But every once in a while it can get some military action, usually when Kim Jong-un is feeling lonely and had a couple glasses of wine.
Why don't we do it with Creed?
Here's one I like to call yet another reason I have a hard time watching House of Cards. And it's a dis or dat. I'm going to read off 7 things, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a Netflix original program, you know, like Stranger Things or one of those exclusive Adam Sandler movies, or a picture calibration setting on my HD TV? Answer quick, you'll only have a few seconds to choose between on Netflix or in my TV settings. And you're all doing this together, so pay attention. Okay, let's do it. Tint. Right. Easy. Resolution. Low. Dark. Smoothness. Like humanity in general, most of you are just okay. Moving right along.
I don't need you anymore.
Introducing, I go for the robot sex, but I stay for the heavily telegraphed plot twists. What should HBO title a Westworld spin-off if the producers wanted the title to contain an ordinal direction? Eastworld, Upworld, Southwestworld, or Leftworld? So what'd you pick? The ordinal directions on a compass, also known as the intercardinal directions, are southwest, northwest, northeast, and southeast. And in Southwest World, you can go to all the Arizona Cardinal games you want, and marijuana is mostly legal in some parts of it. There is no hiding from... This question will play on a loop on TNT. What would I scream if I were shanked in the shank at Shawshank? Stop stabbing my leg, Andy. Stop stabbing my abdomen, Red. Stop stabbing my inner arm, Gil. Or stop stabbing my butt, Rita Hayworth. Okay, who chose what? That's a shank to the flank. Oh, that's such a Gil thing to do. The shank refers to the leg, specifically the shin. Say goodbye to round one. Let's see which of you is my favorite.
Currently, player 7 is in the lead. And down here, these players are doing the bad thing. The data we have acquired demonstrates a need for more screws.
And remember, round 2 screws screw even harder. And you'll net more cash for each player that answers wrong. So don't forget to use them. The rest of you better answer fast before you get screwed. Oh, and remember, questions are worth twice as much in round 2.
This is a real party now.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Let's try. Remember In Sync? Now go even further back. Which Justin Timberlake album would Henry David Thoreau likely relate to the most? Justified, Man of the... Oh, watch out. Player 5 has invoked the screw. Didn't you say you wanted to change your name? Hope you like what you picked. You know, hindsight is this. Besides being Justin Timberlake's debut solo album, Justified is also a very wrong answer to this question. The author of Walden, a book about his 2 years living in the woods by Walden Pond, Henry David Thoreau would definitely shake his little booty to Man of the Woods. And then he'd make sweet love to that pond. Hey, good work with that screw, Player 5. This is your cash now. Oh, and I see we have some new names. Yeah, that feels right.
Hey, question!
The algorithm demands your input. Would you like a question about aliens or a question about robots? Choose on your devices now. Here are the consequences of your choices. You have engaged with the process.
Mon béret a rétréci. 7.
I call this one a question about aliens. What's the name of the robot in the movie Aliens? Ash, Bishop, Call, or David? What'd you guys pick? Yep, Ash was the robot in Alien, but I asked about the movie Aliens. Lance Henriksen plays the android Bishop in Aliens. Thanks to Aliens, I thought bleeding milk was normal and not a side effect of my all half-and-half based diet.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of eight.
It's time for a revamp that crosses the line. I want to create a new educational program based on the Carmen line. What would be the best title? Where above the world is Carmen Sandiego? No, here it comes. Player 6 just let loose a screw. Don't forget your password. Let's see how that shook out. Yeah, I'd play that. The Carmen line is about 62 miles above the Earth and is generally considered the point where the atmosphere ends and space begins. Which is different than the Carmen Electra line, which are the terms of my restraining order. Nice screw job, Player 6. Spend this wisely. Here we have Octopus, Coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein.
Octopus, coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein. The doctor, that is.
What's tag?
Important part of the inspiration for the invention of the first webcam. Octopus, Coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein. So who got it? The webcam was invented at the University of Cambridge so researchers could check and see when the coffee in the break room was ready. I always put a piece of tape on my webcam so the CIA has no idea when my coffee is ready.
¿Sabes qué es lindo? Yes, perritos.
Why not try how to get away with identity theft? Based on her first name, how might actress Viola Davis compare to a hypothetical actress named Violin Davis? She would be smaller and thinner than Violin Davis. She would have greater range than Violin Davis. She would have a deeper, mellower voice than Violin Davis. Or she would be different than Violin Davis in name only. And how'd we do? Come on, let's be real. Nobody has greater range than Violin Davis. A viola is a larger instrument than a violin and has a deeper, mellower sound to it. Welcome to the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device. The faster you pick a right answer, the more cash you make. And more than one answer can be right. But each time you're wrong, I'm taking some cash away. And be careful. Oh, I'll just shut my mouth then. Here's your clue. Warning, this film contains... Sometimes the regular movie warnings aren't enough. Good luck. That's the game! I gotta hand it to you, Player 7. Now that you've won, I find myself kind of nervous around you. Have you gotten taller and more champion-like? Well, one thing's for sure.
You don't know Jack!
While other streaming services are satisfied with just providing quality content, BingePipe is never satisfied. We have an insatiable hunger for content that haunts our every waking hour. Please, enjoy this game, because we have forgotten how to enjoy anything. Looking to become a professional live streamer? It's never been easier thanks to the BingePipe streamer program. Just listen to these satisfied streamers.
I couldn't believe how easy it was to stream with BingePipe.
It was...
BingePipe is ignoring our lawyers and presenting You Don't Know Jack. BingePipe, the streaming service that watches you back.
Hello, I'm Cookie Masterson, and I'm not here to replace your dad. I'm just here to read some trivia questions. Okay, buddy? Looking cozy in here. Yeah, let's get going before we make any more friends. And right this way.
Time for question 1.
To begin with, reading is fun and mental. Who's probably not allowed in a PetSmart? Atticus Finch, Lenny Small, Rabbit Angstrom, or Holly Golightly? I love this part. This one's not your specialty. Lenny Small is a character in Of Mice and Men who likes to pet rabbits and puppies, but they usually end up dead.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Next up, It's a total burning sensation. What has 2 thumbs and likes to burn books? This guy, Montag. This guy, Fox. This guy, Fieri. Or this guy, Richie. Who picked what? It'll get easier in time. Guy Montag is the protagonist of Fahrenheit 451, who initially enjoys his job burning books.
Why don't we do it with 3?
How about this one? The man in the high castle doing renovations, and it's time for a Dis or Dat. I'm going to read you 7 things, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's the name of an Amazon original program, a tool brand, or both. Think fast, you'll only get a few seconds to pick between an Amazon show or a tool brand, or both. And you're all doing this together, so focus up. Ready? Let's go. Hand of God. Master Palm. Bosch. Viking. Goliath. Patriot. Husky. Most of you skated by on that one. But player 2, tough one. You failed to live up to my already very low expectations.
Binge Pipe customer retention protocol has been activated.
Oh, that means it's screw time.
Haha, that's correct, Binge Pipe employee Cookie Masterson. Using the screw makes it harder for all the other players to answer in a variety of pleasurable ways. And you'll receive a monetary bonus for anyone who answers incorrectly.
Great, thanks.
Just one more benefit of your Binge Pipe membership.
I don't need you anymore.
Feast your eyes upon this. Close but not close enough encounters. Which title character is an alien? The Martian, the Giver, the Thing, or Her? Let's see who got it. I think you know it's coming. The monster that attacks an Arctic research station did in fact come out of a ship from outer space. I hate confusing titles. I walked out of The Iron Lady furious it wasn't a movie about Meryl Streep fighting crime in a suit of armor. Coming up, Octopus Coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein?
Octopus, coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein. It's monster.
John Lennon's alter ego in Yellow Submarine. Octopus, coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein? So what'd you pick? Nope, not this one. Why don't I save you all the embarrassment? In the 1968 animated film Yellow Submarine, John Lennon is introduced as Frankenstein's monster. Round 1 is over. Time to count your chips while sitting at the table.
Currently, player 3 is in the lead. Player 2, on the other hand, you are not good at doing this. Market research indicates that it's time for another screw.
And keep in mind, round 2 screws are more powerful, and they'll net you more cash for each player that gets the question wrong. So don't be shy about using that thing. The rest of you better answer fast if you don't want to be screwed. Oh, and did I mention all the money's doubled in round 2?
I am feeling joy.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Introducing Movie Pass Fail. What would be a good study book for a filmmaker who wants to pass the Bechdel test? Farting for Dummies, Goldfish for Dummies, Drowning for Dummies, or Women for Dummies? Okay, let's take a look. In order for a film to pass the Bechdel test, it must feature at least 2 women having a conversation about anything other than men. Honestly, if you have to read this book, maybe just stick to making movies about farts.
Mon béret a rétréci. 7.
Oh, here's a good one. This pairs nicely with a laugh track. How would Ray Romano accurately describe Romano cheese to his sitcom wife?
Deborah, it's hard. Deborah, it's soft. Deborah, it's creamy.
Or,
Deborah, it's stinky.
Okay, what'd you pick? What a comedic misunderstanding. Romano is a hard, sharp cheese. You know what else is hard? Maintaining a marriage for 9 seasons. Congratulations, you two.
Hey, question.
At Binge Pipe, we value your needs. Would you like a question that kills 2 birds with 1 stone, or a question that kills 1 bird with 2 stones? Vote on your devices now. We graciously accept your choice.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
Why not try a question that kills 2 birds with 1 stone? This question has been arrested under suspicion of murder. The victim, 2 birds. The weapon, 1 stone. Which of the following items in this question's possession could be the murder weapon? You know, because it's a type of stone. Pharaoh, diorite, triticale, or amaranth? I love this part. Pharaoh, triticale, and amaranth are all whole grains. Diorite is the only stone. Okay, all jokes aside, this question is in custody for bird murder now, so we have to take it away. Thanks for your help. Next up, Beethoven. You up? Which of these emoticons most resembles the repeat sign in sheet music? Colon greater than symbol vertical bar, colon close parenthesis, colon lowercase o vertical bar, or colon vertical bar. What'd you guys pick? Like when my mom uses emoticons, this is wrong. Yep, that's what a repeat sign looks like. Although if you see this emoticon when chatting up someone, it usually means stop. I call this one Awkward Moments in Medical History. Who is getting a taste of their own medicine? Jonas Salk being humbled by the smallpox vaccine, Edward Jenner being made a fool of by insulin, Frederick Banting being embarrassed by the polio vaccine, or Alexander Fleming being shamed by penicillin. Let's see who got it. In 1928, Fleming discovered what he named penicillin, the world's first antibiotic. And for the rest of his life, he had to tell people, for the millionth time, if it's a cold, it's not gonna work. made it to the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it. Well, don't mind me then. Here's your clue. Spoiler alert, they die. I'm gonna give you some killer plot points. Good luck. Player 3 wins! Way to go, Player 3! You did it! Now try to apply this level of effort to something else in your life. And keep this in mind.
You don't know Jack!
Enjoy this exclusive behind-the-scenes content from You Don't Know Jack.
Funny story, this is true. Before I got that Romano cheese question, I had no idea I could do a Ray Romano impression. And then out of nowhere...
Deborah, it's soft!
I know it's only those 3 words, but it's a spot-on Romano. When Ray plays this game, he's gonna think he said it himself. It's that good. Anyway, I have this new skill now, but it needs a setup. And I've never had a setup to say, Deborah, it's soft. Well, yeah, but... yeah.
Thank you for joining us for this Binge Pipe bonus content.
Thanks for joining.
Chefs, your challenge this week was to make eggplant actually taste good. Let's see how you did.
I made grilled eggplant with toasted sesames and a miso glaze reduction.
Yuck! Tastes like eggplant. Next.
This is an almond-encrusted baked eggplant with a spicy harissa sauce.
A Binge Pipe main